Hello, Nico2064 here, back in another review, and today I'm going to review LEGO Spider-Man Far From Home, Hydro Man Attack. This is set 76129, has 471 pieces, and retails for $40 in the United States. So, let's get into this. With this Peter Parker minifigure, mainly the face. I really don't like this. The Tom Holland face, I call, which I would call the Tom Holland face, the Marty McFly head. Just looks way more like him, and everyone uses it for him, except for LEGO. Well, the rest of the minifigure's pretty good. Of course, I don't mind no leg printing, that's not a bad thing. This torso I've been waiting a while for. I wanted something like this. Sorry. I mean, look at this. All the nice details, but I do maybe wish that, I don't know, it's probably just the LEGO City person in me, but I kind of wish the Spider-Man outfit wasn't there just for usability, but it's a great torso anyway. Of course, I just want to pop this head off. Of course, this is the one that comes in the set. This other one doesn't come in the set, but I can't stand it. But yeah, oh, the back face of this other one was just the Ant-Man screaming face. The worried face. But yeah, let's forget about that. So, this hood, or the, I guess, cap piece, which is Spider-Man's, torn back mask, is amazing. And it's something the knockoff companies were doing for years. And you can see the back of the torso, even back torso printing. It's pretty nice. And actually, they actually went my way. Of course, they didn't get the good face, but they actually used my hairpiece, not the one that everyone recommends. And now this is an argument against everyone else, because this is the hairpiece that looks most like him, and everyone thinks to use this one, but it just doesn't look right. Look, that doesn't look like him. This has, I don't know, I guess, I don't want to say a receding hairline, but there's too much hair in the front on this one. So yeah, these are the good pieces, and these are the bad pieces. So, this is just my, best Peter Parker minifigure. Mysterio is a great minifigure, though. Besides these Power Blasts, which I'd recommend giving to Hydro Man, because they match him way more. But the rest of him, the leg printing is nice, torso printing is great, this cape is awesome. I don't know why it's not poofing up in the front, because it is a spongy cape, but maybe LEGO finally fixed that. I do recommend, if you wanted to update him, you could probably put some Gremlins arms on him, which might add to it. He's got a silver head, which is a little uncommon. It came on Genji this year. You can see the back. And I like this helmet, or the fishbowl piece, because it actually could be used for a fishbowl. But yeah, I really like it. It reminds me a lot of some older pieces. But also, actually, I wanted to mention real quick before I forget, he does have a peg attachment at the top, so you could put like a birthday hat in or something. But yeah, that's it. I don't recommend keeping the birthday hat on. But yeah, now on to the other figures. My favorite minifigures, in the Far From Home line, for the Great Face print, which is an awesome new print, you know. I like that they're doing, side characters more in these sets. You can see the back one, which is so expressive and nice. Looks great. Oh, sorry. It's the generic Jurassic World torso, with some different hands. This hairpiece isn't actually too common nowadays, but I have a few of them. And then some black legs, which I have a whole video coming up on how to upgrade this minifigure. But in the Batman accessory pack, there's a belt, which I think would work. So, if you needed to upgrade that, then that's what I'd recommend. First of all, he has some plain blue legs, which I think you could probably cover with this piece if you wanted to display him just one figure. His head is great. It has this kind of watery effect, and it's in a nice medium azure. His torso is great. Kind of looks like it's flooding with water on it, and that's exactly what you want. The back, even some back head printing, which was totally not necessary, but it's It's so nice. Which you'll hear me say a lot in this review, but the back printing's nice. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I have, my idea of using the Power Blast, which I'll probably keep on him throughout the video. But yeah, of course these come in set, but they're not intended for him. So the first build in the set is this kind of water spiral for Hydro Man. Now this isn't exactly accurate, because in the movie he's just a bigger minifigure, I would say. Like maybe a brick belt giant fig, like Ant-Man and Ares. But this is a nice build too, just because it's kind of more comic book based. There are 5 stickers of this water on here. 2 on the bottom, 2 in the middle, and then 1 on this second top. And you can see it's not exactly symmetrical on the front and back. But yeah, you can just take him off, or as I said, you could probably take this piece with him. It's not easy, or it's not hard to remove that. And yeah, it is a lot of nice, these trans blue pieces. And the water pieces could be used anywhere, really. Not just on the specific character. If you ordered extra stickers, then you could use them for other things. But I have one complaint, which is, I don't know why it's not doing it. But it always falls apart when you're, like, moving it. Sorry. It's mainly this brick, and then this assembly here. Just, like, it always keeps doing that. Like, maybe mine's just loose or something, but, I don't know. Comment below if yours is like that too. Here's the build for the gondola, and if you know, if you watch my channel, I did a whole video, putting this in water with and without a minifigure. I won't spoil the results, but, yeah, you can put MJ on, and I guess the ore as well. And you can see there are 2 spaces, I assume, for a minifigure and another minifigure. So this could be quite romantic. But yeah, I do like it. It's pretty accurate to actual gondolas. And I'm glad to finally get one. So here's the main build. I'm gonna split it up into a few sections. I mean, not physically, but you know what I mean. So I'll start on this side. And then there's this little, I guess, seating area out in the front. It has a stickered Mysterio newspaper, which is actually in Italian. Then there's a pizza slice and a mug. There's another mug, which I'll show later. But this whole thing has a little play feature where you can push it and either launch Peter with his webs, which doesn't really work that well, or you could just flip it up, maybe have a segment of Hydro Man pop out. That could be cool. But yeah, moving on, there's this nice cafe, which says Flores Cafe, I believe. And you get 2 stickers of that on these. And inside, there's a coffee machine, which you can see here. It's not there's not very much room to stand a figure. Like, you can't exactly stand someone in front of it. But if you put someone to the side, then I guess it kind of works. But I think there could have been something like right over here, maybe fill it up a little more. But there's the other mug that I said. Then over here, there's a lamppost, which has a black fez piece, which is becoming more and more common. It came in a Toy Story 4 set. Then up here is actually one of my favorite builds in the whole set. It's this little top piece here. It has a web connected, uses these great new pieces, which only came in the Hogwarts Great Hall, which is micro scale. It's just got a lot of nice little, I don't know, building techniques with new pieces, and I like it. There's also a little bit of leaves up here, branches and whatever, so you could put like some empty cups or something, litter. But then I'm going to move over to the bridge, which is actually pretty big. I heard someone say it was too small for them, but I think it's actually quite decent, quite decently sized. There are little holes where you can put webs around, which I said earlier that there were webs in the set, and these are some of them. And then there's this nice build technique for the back of it, which actually I like. You can even have Peter hold on with a web, if you can connect that. Yeah. And there's actually a feature at the back where if you push it in, these fly off. Destroying historical monuments is always fun. Then over here, there's this little pole, which you can actually move. I don't know. I thought it was a little strange. But there's nothing over here, which is kind of disappointing. I mean, it's not super disappointing, but it's... I don't know, maybe if they added another figure or something. It just looks so vague over here. Actually, it does make up for it on the inside, where you can see a little rat with a ring and some pizza. So that's actually the second pizza slice used in the set. And you get an extra, of course, and of this jewel, which is nice. But this is just Scabbers rat. Same color and everything. Came in some Harry Potter sets. Then, I know I covered this section, but I actually wanted to mention there's this nice little piece here for this window. And I really like that. It's not too common in cheaper sets, especially Marvel sets. So yeah, that is it. Let's move on to the packaging and final verdict. So here's the Spider-Man Far From Home box art, which is cool there. You could see it's the same size as the Beware the Vulture set from Homecoming, which is kind of neat that they did that again. Same box size for the middle set. Then you could see that some play features back here, all the web pieces and stuff. And yeah, now onto the instructions. And honestly, I don't know why I show the instructions, because they never really have any ads. Actually, this does have one ad for LEGO Marvel Super Heroes 2, which says rating pending, even though the game's been out for 2 years. So yeah, that is it. And actually, this one does have a pirate, different than the Toy Story sets. So yeah, what do I think of this? This is actually probably my favorite set, or Marvel set, of the year. This is such a great build, so many great pieces, so many great minifigures. This is seriously the perfect set. Now it might not be for you, because I did see someone in a comment say they didn't like it. But I can't see why. You get everything. You get Hydra Man, Mysterio, Spider-Man, or Peter Parker, MJ, the rat that saved Ant-Man in the Quantum Realm. And then you get a cafe, which you don't get too much like that in LEGO City anymore. You get this nice fez piece on the lamp. You get so many great pieces in these. Even look at these. I forgot to mention that. You even get some nice little flower colors, which aren't too common, that I know of. So yeah, this is my first ever review where I rate this set an A++. So go out and buy it. Buy multiple copies so LEGO will make more sets like this. For like the future of the MCU and maybe the TV shows. So yeah, Nico2064, signing off.